Hello there, this is Anna. So this one is actually for midday uh, trading earlier. So we did long in ES and QRTY. Now, the first chart that I have here was here, right? This is a 15 minutes. I mean, I could even show you the 5 minutes chart so you can really see and understand how I use my chart. So we have this W pattern here. I mean, it broke a little bit, and that's the support 1884. Once we actually um, go above that, especially when we hover above the 32 HMA, it's long. Now you can also use the 2 minutes on RTY and ES or NQ or whatever instrument that you want to use. That's fine too. And so I am long the RTY 1899 target, and why I said 1899 target is that there are previous support here. So if I go to 15 minutes, you could see, um, you know, uh, so it's around here somewhere like the 1900 and 1899. That would be the support right here, this candle right there. Okay, the 730 candle seems like a good support because it hovers this candle here and this candle here. I mean, I could make a line for you so you could definitely see it and understand how my trading works, as far as looking for support resistance. So that's like 1900, but I am a conservative trader. So if my target, is 1900, I would go do like 1 points before that. So, and then, so we'd go do the Fibonacci retracement from 9:30 till 10 o'clock. So this here, I need to change that. And this is, okay, here. So, all right. So my target changes sometimes. Okay, so I have a target of 1915 to all the way down to all the way up to 1924, but it could possibly go to 28 on R1. So there's not possible that it would not go there because this is still part of Fibonacci retracement on a previous close. So normally, if I'm long, I'm only aiming up to here, okay, up to 1915. That would be my target uh, earlier. So we did go long and we hit the 1899 from, where we, so we did long at the open when I said at 931. So like around here, 1885, we target the 1899, 1900. And that's a good, like about 14 points there, 15 points if you wanted to. And then I adjusted the target, target the pivots, 1910. So that's the second target of mine. So we did reach that this morning. And then after that, I did say that we're gonna go short only to 1906. So we were short here from 1911. I posted that, and then target to 1906, and then trail. I said trail every time. So how I work is that if I have this candle here, if I get anything that's red, that kind of show like a weakness that it might push up, right? But that tells me that this might kind of retrieve a little bit, and we were at pivot. Okay, so RTY already came from, almost from S from S2 to S1 to pivot. That's a lot, really. That's a lot of move. So my um my understanding of trading, if we did extend to 1911 to 1912, then I would like to show around that area, especially if I see any weakness here. So that means that the seller are starting to entertain that they would kind of short a little or whatever. So we did hit back to the 32 HMA, which is here. And this is the 786 retracement at 1903, but I'm only like targeting 1906, half of that. So that's would be like right here, right? Because this is hovers here. As far as that support, and that's what I use. So you could always like uh, trail after the 1906. You don't have to get out right away. When I do say exit on 19, you don't have to you can exit if you want to, but the point is that you need to trail when I do say we are exiting at 1906, because there's no concrete exit on my trading. I just know that we're gonna get there. That's all I know, that we might, get a little bit like more or something like that. So I just hit my target um, in NQ at 415, where I supposed to exit my last trades. Now, okay, here, so that's the mid day on the trading on RTY. Um, so let's go now to yes. So yes, here this is like a funny trade too earlier, where everything I thought is gonna collapse, but it didn't. But anyway, we are on S2, see here, S2, S1 pivots. No, I'm not sure if we're gonna get to pivot. I wanted to go to pivots because we can kind of like trail ourselves back to the 3700, and if we did by tomorrow. But anyways, it looks to me that maybe still some weakness there, but we're not going to deviate for the midday recap. This is the Fibonacci retracement that I did. So I said earlier, at 9:31, I got stop out on here because I only have like a 3 points going long. So I said we're gonna go long again, okay, on the entry, because there's no way that they're gonna be like really shorting this at all the way here. I mean, they can, there's no say that they cannot, but the indices, they're already down. I mean, why would they actually take it down some more? To me, it doesn't make any sense, but it hardly happens. But normally when the indices are down, we would normally shoot up, okay, at open. So those are the things that from experienced trader that I noticed over time. And so here's your Fibonacci retracement. We are long from S2 at 48. I did get stop out from there earlier because I don't know, I got stop out 3 points when I entered my long, because I was here and I got stopped out. So I had to re-enter at 50 on ES earlier. And so I said, okay, target 66, 61, 65. And how do I know that that can get there? The VWAP is in here. This is my target. We are on second standard deviation. I know I have not showed you in learning tab and how to use it, but this is very powerful. If we are in the bottom of this band, they will retrace at least half, or probably the first standard deviation, the upper level. Okay, so that's how I use that. So now let's look at the targets on ES. And I showed you too many times at the 9:30 to 10 o'clock. This is the measurement from here. So this is a 9:50, 10, Okay. So the target that I had earlier on the ES, 72 to 80, this is the pivot. Okay. Normally we would get there. The 72 is right here, and we did reach 78. We're kind of like shy off of it on that particular one. So this Fibonacci retracement here, I think I did not use that. Why is that? Because here, if I did low too high up to here, okay. So normally I use the retracement from overnight session. If we did like go lower, I use that, or you could still do low to high. It doesn't really matter how you get there, because as long as they are kind of like close as far as your Fibonacci retracement. So we're just gonna not extend it, cancel the right extension. So like I said, like here to here, the 932, this is the 950, this is the 955. Okay. Um, oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Um, So normally I would target, like I said, the 70. When I did say the target, the BWAP earlier on the ES from 72, the first target is 61, is because we want to get to BWAP. Okay. And then the second target would be getting to 1272 extension, which is here. That's like about 77 to 80. And I actually posted 113. 113 is about, actually that's 100%. Normally I would put what 100. This here, the 76, 77 is from the Darvis. So 77 um, target on the ES. You could use that if you have the 5 minutes, so you can really see this high right here. It's like connecting connecting lines. Here is another top two that I thought that we will get here at any time of the day here, but we didn't. But that's okay. That's no problem, as long as we are getting, whatever we risk here. I know I lost like 3 points down here. That's no problem. If I enter from 50 and trying to um, exit at like 65, 61, 65 level, that's really is nothing. Okay, that's like 14 points. Move minus 3 is still 11 points from where I'm trying to get some profits from. Okay, but that's not the only trade that we did in the midday. We did the M pattern from here at 77. I said short 77, target the 70s, and then trail um, perhaps to like BWAP. And how I get that is that you would have this the 1030, the 1030 like 65, and this is a 70 first at 69. So it might get here. I'm not sure how we go, because I was aiming for the moon. Well, I'm kidding, not really for the moon, but I'm really aiming for like 80, 82, something like that. But so I wanted to stop here so I can like go back and go long right before the EU close, but that didn't happen. And so now we trade, it goes to the BWAP, right, all the way to like 67, and that's where we trail. I said, reach 70, try to trail at that time. uh and that's the halfway of the ES on the midday trade that we did. So let's go look at NQ, because I love NQ. If you know anything about me, as far as trading, NQ is my So here's NQ here. You don't pay attention to whatever arrow in there. I mean, you can pay attention to it, but I don't. I just pay attention to the actual boxes, which is these boxes right here. Okay, those are important. See, we are passing here. I could have gotten 50 points in NQ back to back. So we did get 50 points there. We could have gotten 50 points here if I was patient. Hopefully you guys are more patient than me. Anyway, so here's the low to high for NQ. So at 940, 950, this is a 955. So you go draw low to high from here and to here. Okay, so the target would be at 426 to pivot, which is to 445. And I did show that, then that's like at 435 and NQ 440 target. So the first target that we have is to BWAP. Okay, and then I change the target as we go along because we get these long green candles. I love them on the bullish side. Once we get this long candle, that's when, you know, that's when it's on. So it means like we are up on trending up and possibly could trace to the pivot. And that's where I always aim uh, from close to S2. So I'm targeting here if I'm coming down, coming from the low. And I did say earlier, I did get stop out from here because I jumped right away, right? So I did jump right on 32 HMA at 254, and then I got stop out here. So I waited. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try again and get into 32 HMA again, 254, and then here comes the, you know, the train. That's like a really good trade on the NQ, and that is like more than 100 points from there. It's really nice. So anyway, so here's the second trade that we did. So on the pivot, so I said 435 somewhere around here, because if I'm seeing these like, you know, kind of like a pin bar that's lower, this means that they're start like having some issues here. And you can see this in 15 minutes because it's actually better. I like it in 15 minutes on the NQ. So this is what I was watching at. If I see that, that means we were normally push up a little bit, and then this would like kind of go down a little. I don't know where exactly, but maybe like a BWAP or, and we did go to the BWAP, all right, but oh, I only target the 85, but that run is 50 points, okay? So that's how important as far as catching them at the right time. Now, we're going to talk the end of day trade a little later. So just letting you know, that's how I put my things together as far as having the Darvas on top or reaching, you know, the resistance. Like, is it really like done? Okay, so that's what I look for. And this 3 candles here, which is I'm going to talk about in the series and putting on the learnings tab, kind of like knowing the weakness that it present when the candles are coming. So like right here, right over there, right? And then also, you know, you are a little way too extended in the shorts here in touching the MPD bands. If you don't have MPD bands, you need to get it. So let me know if you don't have it and I can give it to you. So these are my setup. You know, this is what I look for when we go here. That is possibility, possibility that we might retrace. Okay, so I do my ladder in support and resistance moves. So if I get the floor from here, I know this is a 15 minutes, but I am looking at 5 minutes when we open. So I do look at this here and I look at this here, wherever is the previous support or resistance in NQ, and that's my target. Okay, and the BWAP is very special because I always like entering and exiting on the BWAP all the time. So there you go. If you have any questions, oh, maybe we can look at GC for a second. So GC, I don't think we traded GC earlier. I don't know if I posted it, but I actually have, you know, this is a short. So if you see GC acting like this, hitting the upper band, and you have these right here and going below the pivot, you need to go short. Okay, so I would normally say, okay, this looks like it's short. Then you need to take a stab and go short, target the VWAP, target second support line at 42, 41, and another support down here at 36. And there, that's where actually we were like going. And we did to like 34, 35, which is another support down here as well. So this is part of the support from 5 o'clock. That is the support right here. And those are the things that you need to recognize when you're trading, not just some regular number. You need to start having connecting lines. Okay, so thanks guys. We're gonna be talking again. This is a midday recap for the three indices and GC. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you. Bye.